What's up, yo? Didn't have a whole lot of doom and gloom to talk about today, actually. We're on our way home. Ripley ran her little ass off. I swear her muscles are getting fucking huge, man. We've had like several weeks. We had like a 5-day delay from snow and wet, but otherwise that's about it. And she's been running her ass off, dude. And it's been probably a month and a half by now. And yeah, it was like mid-October, I think. It's not about a month maybe, but every day after work, we spent at least like a good 20, 30 minutes to an hour out there. And she just runs her ass off. She would just keep going. I had to like move some leaves out of the way for her because she kept picking up. When she picked the ball up, she grabbed a bunch of leaves with it too. And I'm like, she'd have leaves like almost swallowing them. Like I'd have to reach in her mouth and like pull them out of her throat because she'd have like 2 or 3 at one time just like kind of in her throat. And I'm like, dude, I don't want her fucking choking on leaves. So, I just fucking lost the point of that, dude. I ain't gonna lie. She can run a lot, pull out the leaves. Fuck, I don't know. I know I raked them back for to get them out of the way, but that didn't last very long before they were right back where they started. But, anyhow, she's had a lot of running, though, and her muscles are getting just swole, dude. I have a picture of her. I'm gonna try to remember to put it up on a post because, dude, it's like she's got just the most adorable. She still has a puppy face. I've had her for over a year. She's probably 2-ish right now. And she still has that just fucking adorable puppy face. But when the way she's standing, like she looks like a bodybuilder with a puppy face, dude. Like a bodybuilder dog with a puppy face. She's getting there. Like there's if I remember to find the picture too, where she's laying down, and you can see her shoulder muscles. Because when she runs, there's like one of her shoulder muscles that in particular like runs from like her back all the way down her arms, and that one's bigger than the rest. And when she was laying down one day, those muscles, they go all the way over and like they crisscross on her back and connect to like almost like close to her hips on the other, not I'd say like halfway down her side on the other side. But yeah, they cross each other, so it makes a big X. And when she's laying there, you could see this big fucking X of muscle on her back, and she wasn't even like flexing it. Like, Jesus, dude. I mean, I'm telling you, by the time summertime gets here, I'm telling you, there's probably gonna be people who are thinking I'm giving my dog like human fucking steroids, dude. But this picture though, man, the way she's standing, she's kind of offset, so you can see her shoulders, her neck, and going down into her arms, and then you can see like one of her legs and her hips, and you can just see the fucking muscle, dude. Like it's just working its way down her leg, man. I fucked up with Jackie. I got fucking lazy for about a year or two, not doing all kind of stuff outside, and I ended up letting her sit around way too much, man. And I was, for a while, she was my first dog. I didn't know how much to feed her. I just kind of took a guess at it. And I was overfeeding her, giving her people food, and she gained a lot of weight because of that. And I finally, after a few years of trying, I finally figured out how to get her back down to her weight. And she did. Not too quick, but decently enough. And but a lot of her knees, probably I'm guessing all 4 of her knee surgeries were probably a result of the extra like 20, 25 pounds that she was carrying around, sometimes maybe close to 30, because she'd kind of, waver back and forth. And the stairs at home, climbing those, like, that's just a bad combination. So the last like year or two, I just always carried Jackie up the stairs and carried her down the stairs. She didn't really need it. She could do it, but I was just trying to save the wear on her, but she could do it fine. But Ripley, I still let her climb some because, she's working out, so a little bit of stairs ain't too bad, and she's still a young pup. But just seeing Jackie go through them recoveries and shit, man, like, one, I'm absolutely determined. Like, the fucking few mistakes I made with Jackie, I am determined to learn something from it and make sure that shit wasn't in vain. I can't take back the fact that I should have kept Jackie much more active, and it fucking kills me inside. That's something I have to live with every fucking day, and it hurts every day. But it's like those few regrets that I have where I really wish I would have done something different. I try to learn that, and our next baby, I try to make sure that I apply that. Like I learned some things from Jackie that's helped me with her, things to do and not to do. And like last winter I didn't want it to run. I wanted to wait until springtime, and then it was just fucking hot all summer. It was like in the 80s all summer long, almost every day, until we had a nice warm patch, a cool patch, like a nice, like perfect weather patch. We had like a month and a half of really, really beautiful days, like perfect days. And but then it got hot again, you know. It was like on and off too. Some days it would be hot, some days it wouldn't. Still doing yard work too, so we didn't get a chance. But I'm like, look, once fall gets here, fuck it, because it was too hot for it to run in the summer. I said, dude, once fall gets here and it cools down, I promise you, we're gonna start fucking running as much as we can. And that is exactly what we have done. Every day we go to my mom's. Even like last Saturday, we went out there to go work at my grandma's house, finish getting it cleaned out because we got to sell it. And we got back to my mom's, fucking ran her again, you know, because we once we head out by her house, like, you know, during the week, I take Ripley, used to take Jackie, take Ripley there every day. I go to work, and like when we go clean out the house, she just comes with us over to my grandma's house. But I'm trying to make it a point of every day we're out there, even if it's cold, like, just fucking do it. I don't mind the cold myself, man. I've worked outside for 15 years, and I layer up so good. Like, a lot of guys at work will wear over layers. You know, they wear like normal clothes, and they'll wear normal clothes, and then if they're gonna be out, you know, when they go to do their job on cold days, they'll go put all their bibs on, their coats. A lot of them wear guide wear, and for that type of material or that type of gear, that shit looks pretty nice. It's expensive as fuck, but they said it was like $200-300 for the set, and I'm like, no, I'm good, man. But it does look nice. Like, if I had to buy something like that, I would probably go with guide wear. But make your own choice. I ain't trying to pitch no fucking commercials here, by the way. But never even worn the shit, though, to be honest. It looks nice. It seems like it's decent quality based on the shit that we do, and they tear up their clothes, and those seem to last, and they're waterproof. But me, I wear underlayers, so, you know, I always got my boxers, but I got, like, as it starts getting cool, I take a thin pair of long johns. I have some, as they get older, I'll cut them off at the knee. So it's like, I call them my short johns. I got just a short pair. So, like, when it's like low 60s into the high 50s, I'll have like a half pair on. And because I'm telling you, man, I don't care what people say. Like, your heat may escape from your hands, feet, and head if they're uncovered. You know, the most heat might escape from those places. But if you want to stay warm, that is not what you need to cover. I promise you, after 15 years of working in bitter fucking cold, I mean, we have main breaks too, where it's so fucking cold that when our gloves get wet and you touch the water main, your glove instantly freezes to the fucking water main. And, like, I will have a thin pair of long johns, like a real thin pair, a normal waffle pattern pair. The kind I got this most recently are just slightly thicker than that old school style, but same kind of concept. Warm, dude. The ones I'm wearing, they're so worn out, dude. Like, they're getting thin themselves, and still, dude, already it's like on cold days, I'm fucking burning up. But if you keep your crotch ass area, if you keep that part of you warm, the fucking rest of you is gonna be warm, to the point to where when I'm outside and I start doing anything at all, I gotta take my hat off. Usually if I'm wearing a hoodie, I gotta take that off. And if we're like working, like, dude, I'm sometimes down to a fucking, you know, I'll have my thermal long sleeve and a t-shirt over it, and that's all I got. I'm down to that. And pulling my long johns up to my knees, because when I start getting overheated, I find if I pull them up to my knees, it kind of makes them like almost like the half pairs. So, because I get overheated, man, because everybody I fucking go wants to have their place like 80 plus fucking degrees, like at the shop. Somebody had the fucking heat turn up to like 85 in the shop. I'm like, no fucking wonder it's so damn hot, dude. But because I wear underlayers, it's not easy to fucking take on and off. I gotta go somewhere where I can take my fucking jeans off to get the shit off me. And so when I go in places, like go in the office, go in the shop, and it's just hotter than fuck because everybody else is wearing normal clothes, I'm just fucking sweating my ass off, dude. I'm fucking way too warm. But I don't know, it works for me. But if you ever gotta be outside for an extended period, keep your crotch covered, like, you know, have your drawers on, 2 pairs of long johns. It will keep you warm, especially if you're moving around. And on days where it's like 0 degrees or below, and we're gonna be out for hours out in the fucking freezing cold, I got this pair of Army ones from my uncle. Gave them to my dad. He was in Desert Storm in the 90s. why they had any long johns, let alone these fucking army ones that are like for like Siberia. I swear they're made for fucking places like Siberia. But he gave them to my dad gave them to me. He had a shirt with it too, which I'm fucking pissed because I had the shirt for years, and I don't know, over moving all these times over the years, I fucking lost track of it. I really wish I had it though, but it might still be too warm, because if I put like, I usually can't do 2 thin pairs and then the army pair over, because they're a little bit baggier, so they it fits perfectly. Sometimes I have to just do 1 thin pair in those because I still get so fucking warm, dude. It's unbelievable. But I'll put that on, and I'll put like a tank top, thermal shirt, t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, maybe another thicker long sleeve shirt over that. I'm running red lights, folks. And then I'll take a thin hoodie, and then a hoodie that'll fit over that. And then if necessary, I have like big hoodies at work that, like, I don't like wearing my shit real baggy on me, but I got a few, early in my time here, not realizing the sizes. They're a little too big, so whenever I need, like, I got my thin hoodie, regular hoodie, and I'm still a little cold, I just take one of those big ass ones, and then it fits over the other ones perfect. It actually looks like it fits me too. But usually at that point, man, I mean, I am fucking dying, dude. And I don't like having to wear the army ones, because once I put them on, it's hard to take them off, especially when you're at work. And I go in the building, or go in, drop my paperwork off, and go over what we did for the day. And dude, I literally, like, sometimes I feel like I'm gonna pass out. There's times I had to try to open the window in the office that we're in, let some cold air in, but just for some reason, this one window in that one office, go figure, that fucking thing, I mean, I stood on the table and, like, as hard as I could, I squatted out and tried picking this fucker up. I finally got it, man, and had to, like, try to get something under to keep it propped. My, yeah, dude, I have never seen I think it's made to have some kind of a spring to where maybe you can click in place, and when you unclick it, the spring pushes it back down, but that's one of the strongest springs I've ever fucking seen, dude. But anyhow, just kind of bullshit. And I've been having talking about a lot of doom and gloom on here lately, and it kind of occurred to me, and so I figured I'd talk about more pleasant things, because I just want to put all that stuff on there, because one, right now, until I pay down my firm, I cannot really get any more knives, so I can't make knife videos, can't afford guns, can't make gun videos, so I like having all kind of stuff on the channel anyways. Like, I really prefer to where when people who do watch anything on my channel, like, you really never know what you're going to get. I don't want to have just dedicated to one thing, because, I don't know, I like talking about other shit. And I've had some really good conversations with myself, man. I'm telling you, where I'll get rolling on a topic, and many, many times, dude, I'll get rolling on a topic, and I'll be sitting there talking it out, thinking out loud for like an hour and a half, probably longer than that at times. And then by the time I'm done, I'm like, damn, I wish I had that recorded, dude. That was really fucking good. So finally I was like, well, problem is I have to really be on a roll. I can get going, but when I get in like a fucking mood where I'm pissed off at, say, the Bilderbergs, I really feel like I am better able to present it, and with the right fucking emotion, like that fucking pissed, because I'm pissed. But the reason I've been putting a lot of that up too is because I really wish I would have started talking about them in the very beginning too, because like I said, I've been trying to tell people that I know, which I have had lots of friends, but it's like we used to have just a really big group of friends, sometimes 30, 40, 50 people, all of us in one group. And it was like everybody's friends with everybody's cool with everybody, but all of us had 1, 2, 3 people in that group that we were like good friends, like real close friends with, that would hang out all the time. And then like all of our fucking small groups would just all get together and go to the bar, and half the fucking people in the bar are people we all know. But bars aren't the best place to talk about that kind of stuff anyways. But anyhow, I mean, it's still like only so many people I've talked to in my life. I've had a lot of different jobs, working in like restaurants for 16 years, and a lot of different fucking restaurants, at least 10 plus restaurants, different ones. Some of them I worked at twice. And you meet all motherfucking kinds of people in a restaurant, man. If you've never worked in a chain kitchen or even a private kitchen, they got their own different types of atmospheres. But like working a corporate kitchen for a year, and you'll meet any and every kind of person that exists. You will meet in a kitchen between the servers and the cooks. It's funny because that one movie with Dane Cook back in the day, and what's his name, Ryan Reynolds. I forget what the fuck it's called, where they're working in a restaurant. It's like, other than fucking showing your nuts to everybody, the rest of it's pretty fucking close. And you get to know people, you hang out with people, and they're like, this car, now they want to start passing us as this lane drops down in one fucking lane here. And then the car behind them's like, yo, I'm gonna do it too. Like, yeah, we're still fucking going straight, folks. Can't turn on my signal yet because until we pass that fucking road. But people, it's like they just want to fucking slam in you, I guess, because they just can't fucking either speed up or slow the fuck down. Plenty of room in front, plenty of room behind. Like, now I'm gonna sit like right next to you as this fucking lane ends, not knowing at all you're gonna be turning up here, because as you come over that bridge, you can't turn it on until you pass the first street, because a lot of cars use that first turn because it's frontage road and it runs down the whole length of the neighborhood here, and lots of cars coming out of there. I go to the next one, which hardly has any cars on it, and but if I turn my signal on, it'll be coming down, because people like to cut out in front of people at the last second there too, a lot. And if I got my signal on coming to the bridge, people are gonna think I'm turning there and just pull the fuck out in front of me. So I gotta wait until I pass there, and as I'm passing that intersection, then I get my right signal on and let people who are fucking, people sitting next to me can't see my right signal, but people behind, they're about to start trying to pull up next to me as the lane's ending and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, it's an awkward spot. But other than that, I love our back route, because I think, like I said, 95% of our route is all back roads. I think we have literally like 5% of our trip. Maybe I'll say maybe as much as 10, because when we leave my mom's, we got one long, like 4 or 5 mile stretch on the main road we have to take, or else there's one main road or another you got to take to get back up to the northern part of the area. But anyhow, we got all these fucking neighborhoods. It's literally just one neighborhood after another. We're just cutting through one neighborhood, jumping across the main road, cut to another neighborhood. And not only do I have all of our typical normal routes down, that we take pretty much the same route every single time. Sometimes a couple variations, because there's a few ways we can go this way or go the other way and still meet up at the same spot. But what's nice is we've taken time to learn all this shit, man, because like, when we moved to this particular area to begin with, I wasn't like as familiar here as I am with everything else around. I know a lot of fucking roads, man. I spent many, many years driving around, between working jobs, hanging out with friends, and just out cruising, man. Try to learn all the roads I can. So if I move somewhere new, even if I'm going to be staying somewhere for, say, a month or two, and I don't know the area, the first thing I'm going to do is start exploring. So me and Jack started exploring early on, and found out the way through where I can hop in these neighborhoods on any road and just still come out where I'm trying to go without, jeez, dude, what's the fucking car doing? They just gotta complicate shit. You know what? I'm just gonna take the fucking cue from that and just go straight. I'm not even gonna turn in front of this idiot. It's just asking to get fucking hit. So we learned like the shit we need to know. So if I can hop in off of the main roads, I can hop in anywhere in these neighborhoods and still at least get my way through, even if shit don't look familiar, even if I'm not exactly sure where. Like I know close enough to where I'll get to see the neighborhood one way or another. And except for the last, dude, I tell you what, man, I've told my partner at work, man, I was telling him how that, as long as I can see something in the sky, I can fucking navigate. I don't need a compass. I don't need a map. I can fucking get from here to California. As long as I can see the fucking sky day and night, or at least be able to tell where the sun's at. If it's cloudy and you can see the sun a little bit, like, a little bright spot. Or, like the time it happened recently, like, anyways, I'm telling this, I'm like, it's hardly ever to where you can't see something. And I swear, we've had 4 days in a row, you haven't seen the sky. You might have been able to see, I think today you can see the sun a little bit through the clouds, but not through it, but you can see, that bright air, at least tell where it's fucking at. But as we start talking about it, we had all these fucking nights, and I was like, right now, look at the sky, it's just nothing but overcast. I can't see the moon, because it's probably getting close to a new moon right now, if it's not already. And so, even if it does come up before sun up, it's going to be hours from now. So, I really can't tell where we're at. But, anyways, knowing the planets somewhere around, I'm fucking literally like Christopher Columbus ain't got shit on me, dude, with navigation. Like me and Jackie, we would take, I wanted to learn out in Illinois something because I already knew pretty much all the areas by us except where we live now. In Illinois, because we're right on the border there, like that's one area, little ways in, and a few different things and places that I've been. Like I knew some of it and could find my way through a little bit, more of it, but I didn't know it. So we started setting out on weekends and just like Saturdays and taking long drives down to Illinois and just trying to get fucking lost. Is this a little? Oh, okay, jeez, man. Thought we just found a little dog by itself outside. These people are putting up Christmas decorations. Their little bitty dog is standing right next to the fucking curb on a road. It's a neighborhood road, but people come flying through there, in and out of there. And I mean, pull right the fuck up to the stop sign that we just pulled up to, right where that dog's at. And I'm like, why in the fuck do people not pay better attention? I would never in a million fucking years let my baby here be roaming around the fucking front yard where I wouldn't let her do it even paying attention to her, but I surely ain't gonna let her roam around like that without paying attention to her. Have my back to her, or I see people let their dogs out their front door, and they don't have the fucking invisible fence either. Some do, but most of them don't. Let their dog out the front door by a busy road, and then close the fucking door. Like go inside and like close the wood door. And leave their dog outside to do their business, and then eventually get back to looking for them. And I'm like, are you fucking insane? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I just got a deeper connection than some people to their babies, man. But I'd fucking kill for these babies. I would die for them. I surely ain't gonna let something fucking stupid happen because I seen these people that ran over their own dog that jumped out their window, and yeah, I had to go take care of it. And I seen how they looked when they knew that if they would just kept their fucking windows up and not let their dog hang out the back windows, that they wouldn't have ran over their dog that day and killed it. Dude, if something like that happened to me, I might just blow my fucking brains out, dude. I'm just being stupid here, but I mean, seriously, that shit would fuck me up, dude. So anyways, hell, I'm all kind of lost in this conversation. I don't know what the fuck I was just talking about, man. Honestly. Oh, the sky and navigating. So we went out to Illinois. And I cover the compass on the display, no maps, and just keep cutting through neighborhoods as many as I can, coming out any which way, and not really even trying to pay attention to north, south, east, or west, like intentionally trying to like not pay attention. So I would have to, once we get where we're going, I'm like, all right, let's find our way back. I'd have to look up and figure it out and go, okay, well, the sun's out here, it always swings to the south, so we're fucking facing east. But yeah, every time, dude, not only would I find my way back without any of that shit, just by just going in the general direction, zigzagging into the general direction I know I need to go. Not only would we come back to the same area, we would come back down the same fucking exact road that we headed out. We'd stop at this speedway over on Halstead and Ridge Road, get coffee, and I like going from there and going checking out like downtown Homewood and then just disappearing out there. And every time we end up back on the same fucking road that we headed right back on Ridge Road coming up to Speedway. I'm like, no shit. Don't even know how I did it. Just ended up popping up there. So I like learned some of that area, and then once we went on back roads for a few hours, man, we ended up out in Joliet. I seen a sign, welcome to Joliet, on back roads, neighborhoods, cutting through neighborhoods and shit too. Some main roads. But I'm like, how the fuck, dude? We were like, I don't know, probably 30 miles from where we started at the Speedway. So I'm like, all right, time to find my way back. So at that point, I wish we had a 3D tracking app, and I wanted to use it as we take them trips and not look at it, but just, map our shit on a map. So when I get home, I can see where all we went. I forgot. Once we got all the way out into Joliet into some fucking little bitty neighborhood, I was like, fuck. I downloaded it just without actually looking at the map at all. I just hit record and turned it off, started figuring our way out, and yeah, I ended up going way too far north. That time was the first and only time out of all those trips that I actually got myself fucking lost, dude. I was looking for I-80, and apparently we must have passed it, and I didn't realize it, and all of a sudden we're crossing the fucking Cal-Sag River. I've never even seen that before, and I'm like, okay, this gigantic fucking steel bridge sitting way up high over this fucking river. We ain't in Kansas anymore, Rip Dog, or Jackie, she was with me at the time. And we ended up going like all the way up, and finally I started heading back to the east. And we went really far north. So like we were trying to head back to 159th and take that back to the expressway. And we came out on like out by Midway Airport. Ended up on, by the time I like, once I seen Harlem out there, I didn't know exactly how far west of Halstead it is, but I knew it is west of Halstead, so I just kept heading east. Hit Halstead, it was like 53rd and 53rd and Halstead, 106 fucking blocks north of the road that I wanted to head back on, because we're gonna kind of make a big circle instead of, trying to make it back. And I overshot my landing on that one. All the other times it came back exactly on the same road, and that time, dude, we were way the fuck up there. It was like over an hour just making that trip back to 159, dude. It's crazy. I saw a fucking long ass stretch of Halstead. I didn't even realize it went that far. I actually think Halstead's in the city, but I thought that maybe it might end before it gets there, because not too far from there, off 159th, there's a what is it called? Hold on. State Street is not too far from there, and I have a buddy that lived out that way before, and I left his place for Blues Fest in Chicago and took State Street. And as you're going down, at some point it ends and you have to jog over to... It's weird because I swear you jog over to Michigan, but then I think Michigan jogs, but eventually you can go back to State, but then they're lined up properly. And but it doesn't, like, not one complete straight shot through, You do have to, like, fucking jog over. Not very far, but I'm just saying it's not one just never-ending straight ahead or straight away. But yeah, it's just fucking tight, dude. I love exploring too. So now there's like a whole bunch of Illinois, although a lot of it on them long trips, like, I don't know a lot of it, but I was fascinated with Homewood and Flossmoor, because I think one time I dropped this girl I was seeing at the time I dropped off at the train out there, because she lived in Illinois years and years and years ago. So I went through the little downtown to get there, but then I just went back home. It was early morning, and going out there and seeing like the old downtown and shit, and then just going from there. You go into the train tracks, pop up, come up by this waltz, and just go, man. Just go fucking exploring. We haven't done that. Actually, me and Jack didn't do it again for a while. Me and Ripley haven't even started doing that yet. At some point, we'll get back to it, but been so busy that I'm like, fucking, we're home on the weekends. We're just gonna chill. So anyhow, we're home. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I was saying earlier about the Bilderberg shit. I've been wanting to get this up here. That's why, like, several years ago, it was like one of the first times I talked about them, because I just want the information up. I mean, it's not tons of views. I mean, I wish just for people's own sake, even if I don't get the fucking views, that they could just hear the shit, because there's a lot of people that need to know this stuff. But I just want to make sure it's up there, so that if anybody does come across it and they're not aware of what's going on in the world, that it will help them to really start to rethink. Hopefully, if I did even a halfway decent job, hopefully I'll get them to rethink how they see things, and start to realize what's really going on, because the very first step is educating people. That's the first fucking step. So, at least it's out there, man. And like I said, I wish I had videos from 25 years ago, so I could be like, see, I fucking told you. Like, look how fucking young my ass looks. But anyhow, so that's why years ago, I think during COVID, I was talking about it some, maybe before that, but definitely during COVID, I was talking about it, because that fucking crock of shit. I ain't even talked about that one in a while, man. I'll talk more about September 11th, but one day I'll get on that one again, dude, because some fucking bullshit, man. That's got their fingerprints all over that shit. But anyhow, I don't want to be all doom and gloom all the fucking time, because, I want to have positive videos too. But my ass is fucking broke, so I can't be buying shit at the time, but when I do, like I said, I got this Osborne. I got this like late spring, early summer, and I forgot I had another one. I hadn't carried it in so long, I forgot I even have it, a Barrage. I got it about the same time that has been put away for a while. So I found that the other day, so maybe this weekend or sometime soon I'll do videos on these. But this is the carbon fiber, but it's got the serrations too, which I fucking love, the serrations on these. When I bought it, there was an old school with like the previous style box, and it was a green aluminum, brand new, never fucking touched. Had the serrations and had the old school logo with the antennas on it. I'm like, fuck, man. Probably about the same price, maybe a little less, man. I almost wish I would have bought that one instead, but hey, say la vie. So, anyhow, y'all have a good one. Today's Thursday, and I was wrong. Yesterday was not the 18th. Let me see. Yeah, yesterday was the 19th. Today is Thursday, November 20th of 2025. So, anyhow, I got to go hit the bathroom and get Rip Dog out, so y'all have a good one. It's fucking Thanksgiving next week. I didn't even know that, dude. I mean, I knew it was coming, but I thought it was 2 weeks away, because fucking weeks just fly by, dude. We stay busy as shit at work, and it just, the time's gone in no time. And, yeah, so, you know, ahead of time, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope y'all have fucking awesome holidays. And if you go out on Black Wednesday, I used to do that shit and get fucking just insane crazy. Just be safe, be careful, fuck, be careful. And watch out for others, too, because, I know there's one night that, you know, yeah, just be careful. Be fucking careful. And watch out for other crazies, because they're out there, too. So, anyhow, peace.